Welcome everyone. Today I brought a very powerful subject, 3 steps to impress anyone. If you want to impress, convince or influence to anyone, just watch 3 steps, everything will be covered. Watch the video till end. It's so powerful. We will go step by step. So understand the first step, become a connector detector. You surely heard metal detector many times. Whenever you go to airport, mall, theater, their security person checks you by metal detector. That is a metal detector. But I'm talking about connector detector. There is a connector in every person's life. Business is logical, but people are emotional. That's why every person has a connector. The one with whom you will connect as soon as you touch. If here is plug and here is socket, it won't be connect. Electricity cycle will not start. If here is plug and here is socket, it still won't connect. The plug has to be inserted into the socket only. The current will pass as soon as it is connected and your electrical appliance will start running. Similarly, a person also has an emotional connector. Touching and connecting it makes your relationship quicker. Example, if you are a salesman in a mobile showroom and a customer comes to your counter and says that when the battery runs out, the brain gets disturbed. You found the connector. This means that the battery has made him very upset. Grab that connector. Another person comes to your counter and says that when the phone hangs, the brain gets disturbed. Again you found a connector. Grab that connector. In every person's life, you see need, interest, problem, concern, expectation. Those are things where you get the connector. The connector is all about his life, not your life. It means we are talking about him. You don't have to become interesting, but you have to become interested. Mostly interesting person waste their life. But if you are interested in front person, then he also start taking interest in you. You will never be able to influence more people by talking about yourself. If you want to influence, convince or impress anyone, always talk about the front person. That's why become interested, not interesting. Become interested in their life, his connector is to be found. People may have different connector. It can be movies, sports, music, web series, business. But in the first step, you don't need to go into so much detailing. Get some of his connecting line and repeat the connector as soon as the connector is found. Now let me tell you a tool. Parroting paraphrasing. Once you get the connector, repeat it once by parroting or paraphrasing method. You may be aware of this word or method as I covered it in my last video, which was about communication. Now we will understand it in more expanded level. You can't connect with only a connector. When you repeat the connector, the person in front will think that you understand him. When customer says that when the battery runs out, the brain gets disturbed, you should say, yes, you're right. If battery runs out, anyone will be get disturbed. He will feel connected. He will understand that you are understanding him. When customer says that when the phone hangs, the brain gets disturbed, you should say, yes, you are right. If battery runs out, anyone will be get disturbed. Again and again you will have to handle the power bank. When you repeat his connector, he feels confident that you are understanding him and also understands that you are feeling the same what he is feeling. Before you make the level of dealing well, you have to make level of feeling well. When your level of feeling will be good, then your level of dealing will also be good by itself. Combine your feeling with his feeling. Repeat the connector by finding the connector. What I just told you, parroting, paraphrasing. Sometimes you need to repeat his words in the same way or sometimes paraphrase it and repeat the same words. This is not communication, this is communication. Communication is about you. Don't convince someone to do convince. If you need to convince someone, it means you are not able to convince at all. The first thing you need to convince is connected. So find the connector and repeat as soon as the connector is found. When anyone tells you that The Rock is an awesome actor, so you can say absolutely, The Rock is awesome actor. If someone tells you that watching motivational videos during depression is a very good idea, you found a connector. So you can say, you are right, it's a very good idea to watch motivational videos during depression. You detected a connector in the first line and you repeated connector in the another line. You will connect as soon as you repeat the connector. He will understand you are feeling the same what he is feeling. But this was the first step. We will go into deeper in the next step. Now we will do RAP analysis. RAPP. Recreation, aspiration, profession and problem. Because you are connected now, the initial connected has been done. Now we will go deeper into his life. Going deeper into somebody's life is not about sympathy, but it's about empathy. Sympathy means I will always with you, no matter what problem you will get. You can call me anytime, I will be there for you. But empathy means feeling the same thing what the person in front is also feeling. Go into further detail with him. What he liked the most, how his recreation happens, what entertains him. It doesn't all depend on your content. It's all depends on your sincere intent. The deeper you descend, the deeper it will connect, and the person in front will become your fan. We don't need to talk about analysis of our life. Many people do autobiographical listening. That means whenever you talk with them, they always think from their reference point. If you talk with them that I walked 3 kilometers yesterday, it's really painful. So what they will answer? Do you think it's a big deal? I walk 5 kilometers daily. People with this autobiographical listening don't understand the empathy. If you say I bought a new jeans, so what they answer? Do you think it's a special jeans? I have already a lot of jeans like that. Such people will never able to connect with feeling of the front person. That's why people don't connect with such people. Deep down in his life and find out what is his aspiration, where he wanna go, what he wanna become, what his intention are. Understand his profession, understand his current problem. These are the points where we will go deeper, because in the first step you found a connector and connected with that person by repeating the connector. But here we will go deeper now. We will understand his life more deeply. That will make him consider you as a close friend. RAP analysis will have to be done very carefully. Now we will understand this by an example of heron. When heron hunts in water, it watches the water very carefully and deeply. In the same way, people's RAP analysis should be done by eye contact. Try to understand it in detail. Sometimes I used to say it nice analysis. That means need, interest, concern, expectation. Front persons need interest, concern, expectation, not mine. Everybody is busy in telling their on. Don't tell your on. Understand the front persons. The more you understand need, interest, concern, expectation of the front person, the deeper your connection will become. Slowly you will leave best impression in his life. With the success of the first 2 steps, let's understand the third step. Building a lifetime impression. Impression means manners. Impression comes from impress. When you leave a lifelong manners or impression on his mindset, now he cannot forget you for a lifetime. You guys must be thinking that as I am not good in communication, then how can I leave a lifelong impression? See, you are watching Cyberchlorite YouTube channel. Here I won't give you only theoretical solution, but you will find practical solution as well. I will give you best examples as best as I can. So as I told you, it's not about communication, it's about communication. It's not about informing people, it's about involving people. The third step I have taken from Bhagavad Gita. Krishna confirms what people remember the most: extreme happiness, extreme sadness, extreme cold, extreme hot, extreme insult, extreme honor, extreme profit, extreme loss. These are the things which teach you the manner and create a lifelong impression in your life. We also call it extreme customer delight. There may be many supermarkets near your home, but you always visit the same supermarket again and again. There may be many beauty salons near your house, but you always visit the same beauty salon again and again. Maybe that beauty salon is a little bit away from your home and you can find many beauty salons on the way, because he has developed a lifetime impression on you by developing people's skill. I see so many people that they don't want to change their beauty salon because they have got a lifelong experience. But maybe you are thinking, how do I create a lifelong experience? You have to do something different, because the middle experience doesn't remember. You have to do something that creates an extreme experience in people's mind. I asked a friend of mine, does he remember the attack of 9/11? What he was doing at the time? He still remembers how tense people were at that time. You will still remember who you were with when that attacks took place, because you remember the extreme experience. You won't remember what you were doing the next day. You won't remember what you were doing the previous day. If somehow you create a deep impression to impress the front person, create a manner that no one has done before you, just then he will remember you throughout his life. Once on Sunday, I was going back home from a party, and on the way, suddenly the vehicle was punctured. Fortunately, there was a laborer who was moving some goods. I requested him to help me if he can. He agreed and helped me. He did a lot of hard work for me. As I was going to give him some money, he replied, I take the money for labor, not for helping people. He denied to take money. This impressed me a lot, created a lifetime impression. Lifetime experience comes from emotion, not from logic and data. If you create good emotion, you will get increased devotion. Let me summarize this for you. The first one was identify the connector and repeat the connector. After getting the connector, you will get a little closer in his life. Then do his rap analysis. Do his nice analysis. Rap analysis means his recreation, aspiration, profession, problem. Nice analysis means his need, interest, concern, expectation. You will get deeper into his life. You will be able to create big influence and will be able to impress him more. And after this, finally think of something building a lifetime experience and impression in his life. You touch his such emotion so that he is influenced by you for a lifetime. The third step will provide you a lifetime support. If you won't miss this type of serious content which is rare on YouTube, then subscribe to this channel and do comment what you think about this video. Like this video if you really think it can improve your life. We'll meet you on next Sunday, and finally, thanks for watching.